Hello everyone, here's another video about IELTS Writing Academic Module. This time we're going to cover the essay. It's not a very big deal if you know what you're doing, if you're knowledgeable about the format, if you have awareness of how to develop a writing essay. I will take you step by step through the whole task, and I will explain to you how to make your score better and better. So let's get this show started. Well done. So IELTS Academic Writing, Task 2, Essay Writing. Everybody, all the material and all the explanations that I use are taken from these books. IELTS Write Right by Julian Charles. It's a very, very useful book. I totally recommend it. Read it cover to cover. It will definitely improve your score. So let's see the task, the internet. Writing task 2. You should have spent about 40 minutes on this task. If you remember very good, for the chart interpretation task, they give you about 20 minutes. And for this one, they gave you 40 minutes, about twice as that time. So I guess you understand that this task is more important than the latter. So let's read the task together. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Write about the following topic. The internet has dramatically altered our lives over the past few decades. Although some of these changes have been negative, the overall effect of this technology has been positive. What are your opinions? Give reasons for your answers and include any relevant example from your own knowledge or experience. So it says from your own knowledge or experience. In this task, you can express your opinions. You can, employ your own opinions, give your ideas, because it allows you to. So the first thing first, address the task, what it wants from you. Do exactly as the task says, so more precisely address the task. Since the task allows you to express your opinions, you can add your experience and knowledge. Good for starters. Okay, so you should write at least 250 words. 250 words is about 5 paragraphs. Okay, so let's check the answer. The answer is IELTS Band 5. Band 5 or 6. When it's like that, it means that it satisfies the format, but maybe it's too wordy, maybe the vocabulary is too basic, maybe it's ambiguous, there are some vague things, and maybe the arguments are not logical, because whatever you write, you have to support it. Okay, so let's cover it paragraph by paragraph. Okay, so let's check this answer. There are various different opinions on the subject of the internet. While some people might suggest that it has negatively affected our lives and society, I personally believe that it has actually made the world a much better place. In my opinion, there are 2 main benefits to this technology. Good. So introduction. What is the format of the introduction? Usually, in the first sentence, you give a neutral sentence. It doesn't hold any sides. Then you rephrase the task. For example, he rephrased the task by simply saying, while some people might suggest that it has negatively affected our lives and society, I personally believe. Now he maps the essay of what he's going to talk about, mapping the essay, the third sentence. I personally believe that it has actually made the world a much better place. In my opinion, there are 2 main benefits to this technology. Okay, so when you write an introduction, again, I say neutral sentence, rephrasing the task, mapping the task. For example, this essay will, examine this idea and explain why the second idea is better. So you map it. Neutral sentence, rephrasing the task, mapping the task. Of what are you going to do in the following paragraphs? Okay, next paragraph. Firstly, I am sure most people would agree that the internet has improved the way we communicate. Okay, so this is the main idea. Now you have to support it. Although spending too much time using the internet instead of talking to real people can cause social isolation, most of us have benefited greatly from email and the internet chat programs like MSN Messenger. The useful and powerful there are useful and powerful communication tools have made it much faster, easier, and cheaper to keep in touch with family and friends in other countries, and also to do international business. So it comes up with the main idea, supports it. Very nice, good. Okay, let's move on. In addition to this, the internet provides us with all the information in the world at work, school, and home. In the past, research involved spending many hours in the library. Now, however, the same information is available online. Of course, not all the material on the internet is useful, and sometimes it's offensive, and some of it is dangerous. There is everything from pornography to instructions on how to make bombs. Nevertheless, I feel that this free movement of sharing of information has generally been beneficial. Good. So again, write something and supports it. Now, to conclude, I once again reinstate my views that the internet has had a positive influence on modern life because it affects on both communication and flow of information. 259 words. Okay, so we read this task. Very good. So writes an introduction, neutral sentence, rephrasing the task, mapping the essay, comes up with two main ideas, supports those ideas, and writes a conclusion. So, so what's missing, everyone? What's missing? Do you have any idea? You can stop this video and chat with your friend about this essay. What is missing in this essay? What is not complete in this essay that makes it a 5? Okay, first of all, the wording. Second of all, it has to be more direct. Third of all, you know, there are some grammatical issues. Even I had problems reading it. Okay, so let's go to a better answer. This is band 7. Okay, the internet has brought significant changes to our lives in the recent years. Good. Neutral sentence. Yet there remains some disagreement as to whether the overall effect of this technology has been positive or negative. Rephrases the task. While there are centrally valid arguments to the contrary, I personally believe that the benefits of the internet far outweighs its drawbacks. These benefits are twofold. Very good. So, neutral sentence, rephrases the task, maps the essay. Maps the essay, what's going to happen in the following paragraphs to come. So next paragraph, first of all, it is an indisputable fact that the internet has revolutionized the way we communicate. So as you can see, the same idea, but look at the wording, look at the grammar, and it uses passive tense, passive voice in some matter. Despite the risk of social isolation, the problem occasionally seen in the people who spend too much time at their computer terminal rather than relating to people in the real world, most of us have benefited greatly from email and the internet chat programs like MSN Messenger. These incredibly useful and powerful tools of communication facilitate both contact with loved ones in faraway places and global trade. So look at the wording, look at the level of communication here. Next one, equally importantly, though the internet has placed the entire world and all of information in it at our fingertips, in earlier times conducting research entailed long hours searching library shelves. Now, however, the same information can be accessed at a click of a button. Admittedly, not all the information available on the internet is reliable or useful. There is a vast amount of material online that some would consider offensive or dangerous, ranging from pornography to instruction on how to make bombs. Nonetheless, I would contend that this free flow of information has generally been very positive, has been a very positive development. Nonetheless, I would contend that this free flow of information has generally been a very positive development. By way of conclusion, I want to reaffirm my position that the internet has had a positive impact on modern life because of its influence on communication and the flow of information. So we upgraded the last one to a better one. How? In the last one, the format was okay. So it could secure 5+, 6. But in order to get 7, you have to upgrade the vocabulary, the wording, the sentences, and that's the way to do it. So let's examine the vocabulary and the sentences first. Let's move on. So sentence 1, IELTS 5, the internet has dramatically changed our lives in recent times. 6, the internet has caused dramatic changes in our lives in the recent years. 7 plus, the internet has brought significant changes to our lives in the recent years. Sentence 2, but people still disagree about whether the effect of the internet has been good or bad. Too much, too many words, too wordy. However, there's still some disagreement about whether the overall effect of the internet has been good or bad. That's better, but this one. Yet, there remains some disagreement as to whether the overall effect of this technology has been positive or negative. Both the words are better, and the structure is easier to read and more academic. Sentence 3. First, most people would agree that the internet has improved the way we communicate. Firstly, most people would disagree that the internet has greatly improved the way we communicate. 7 plus, first of all, it is an indisputable fact that the internet has revolutionized the way we communicate. Nice. Okay, some more model sentences. Sentence 4. IELTS 5. It is true that spending too much time using the internet is dangerous because it can cause social problems. However, email and internet chat programs like MSN Messenger have helped most of us. Okay, IELTS 6. Look at the changes. Although there is some danger of social isolation, a problem that we sometimes see in people who spend too much time online instead of talking to real people, email and the internet chat programs like MSN Messenger have brought great benefits to most of us. Okay, 7 plus. Despite the risk of social isolation, a problem occasionally seen. Okay, IELTS 7 plus. Despite the risk of social isolation, a problem occasionally seen in people who spend too much time at their computer terminal rather than relating to people in the real world, most of us have benefited greatly from email and internet chat programs like MSN Messenger. Okay, and another one, but I feel this free movement of information has been a very positive trend. However, I would argue that this free movement of information has generally been a very positive trend. 7 plus. Nonetheless, I would contend that this free flow of information has generally been a very positive development. And sentence 6, in conclusion, I reinstate my opinion that the internet has positively influenced modern life because of its effect on communication and the movement of information. IELTS 7 plus. By way of conclusion, I once again reaffirm my position that the internet has had a positive impact on modern life because of its influence on communication and flow of information. So what you need to do is to look at these types of answers. I would rewrite them in order to register them in my brain. But you have to just break down the structure, and really, but now you just have to break down the structure and really get it by heart. Now, some of the words that can help you, some of the vocabulary, for example, opinion, position, change, alter, affect, influence, impact, believe, feel, improve, you can say revolutionize, talk to, relate to. Or for example, communication, contact, instead of, rather than, family and friends, loved ones, other countries, faraway places, international business, global trade. In the past, in earlier times, involve, entail, be available, can be accessed, and of course, admittedly, much of, a vast amount of, true, reliable, helpful, useful. Nevertheless, nonetheless, to conclude, by way of conclusion, this one is more academic. By way of conclusion, I would like to state that, or reinstate that, or I would like to reaffirm my position that, reaffirm and restate. Okay, these are the vocabularies that you can use. Thanks for watching again. There's more coming, both on chart interpretation and essay writing, academic module. And you can access this information on my Instagram as well. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. And if you have any questions, if something concerns you, leave the comments below, or you can contact me on my Instagram or other platforms that you use. I wish you all the best. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.